Alright, so prediction done because we took no injuries, so there's nothing from yesterday that could kill us. So we have survived. Just making sure we got nothing in visible range of our home. Nope, no zombies around as far as the eye can see. Which is the exact amount of distance we want. Where do I want to even park all these vehicles? I keep thinking I see something out of the corner of my eye over here. It's freaking me out. I will say, the moment we get another level in carpentry, a lot's getting built real fast. Because I'm going to have over 100 planks laying here from that church. How are these doing? I assume those still look like they're young. I don't know why those are taking so long to grow. And no, I'm not going to sit here and collect planks forever. We were just doing it because we tore up the entire church. Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to grab more planks, see if we end up with more planks in the ground, just because the sheer number of planks we've got. And I think the next move we make is we go down this side street. Like, I'm not going to go into each individual house because I have no need to. But basically start, like, going down those streets, yelling, killing the zombies. Because once I clear out those zombies, we're just going to kind of wander around Ekron, killing any zombies we see. Because we're getting pretty close to having the area cleared, where we'd consider it eradicated. And to notice, pretty much every time I walk through that door, I have my weapon ready just in case a zombie saw us walk in there just chilling. Hey, I mean, do it. Worst case, like, best case, you have a really good time. Worst case, you decide, this isn't fun for me, so I'm not going to do it again. But you won't know unless you try it. Okay, looks like 2 more loads, and then we'll have the van emptied. Yep, lots of loot. Crap ton of zombies. Just know the zombies are an absolute meat grinder. Yeah. As someone else who has played many, like multiple thousands of hours of Pee-wee. Uh-huh. Path of Exile, for all the wonderful things, is an absolute meat grinder. If you play Path of Exile, be ready to grind for very long periods of time. Like, I've done the thing where I've hit level 100 on a number of characters. And oh man, those last 2 levels are tough. Yeah, and it's a shame, like, the League content is really amazing. Like, I like the League content where they haven't gone and watered it down like they usually do for when they put into Standard and all that. Yeah, I mean, for me, a big thing is being able to, like, have the progression and doing all that stuff. I am a big fan of League Start. Just where, you know, no one has anything right away, and it takes a little while to get geared up, and, you know, all that. Like, I like that part of the game. Is the ground full? I think the ground is full. Okay. Yeah, that is... I wish So the Path of Exile developers have said before they have no interest in adding a quote-unquote adventure mode like Diablo 3 has. And I don't know if that's still a hard stance, because there's a lot of times they'll say stuff years ago and then they'll change their mind, and some stuff they will hold firm. But I do wish they would consider an adventure mode. And I've had the caveats like, okay, first character in a league, fine, make me do the story. It's okay. But after that, like, my later characters, let me have, like, an adventure mode or something like that where I can just effectively do maps. Like, the Endless Delve League, like those things, I thought that was amazing. Yeah, I thought those, like, were... I didn't do the heist-only event, because, I mean, at that point I was already... You know, I was into streaming, and I tried to do some Path on stream. It didn't do well, but that was also before my stream picked up at any meaningful level, so I don't have good data. Alright, so first up, we're going down this main drive. We're killing everything. Come on. Side of the road. Yeah, and that's one I could definitely see being like an other games day is... Why are we attacking slow? What is... Oh, I'm... Sorry, we were attacking really slow there and it freaked me out, so I'm in a little panic trying to figure out what's going on. Because attacking slow is, you know, a good way to die. Maybe it's just because I had something in my other hand? I didn't realize the penalty was that bad. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, we had another group of zombies showed up, that's fine. Like, the number's not a problem, I just didn't like the fact that they came straight behind us. And that is why keen hearing is amazing. It gives you that much more time to react to that. Without it, we probably would have died multiple times over in this character from having zombies sneak up on us. Yeah, and that was the thing, is like, when the animation was like half the speed, I'm like, hang on. I can't machete at half speed. That is not a thing we're doing. But yeah, I could definitely see doing, like, doing Path of Exile on stream, at least for a Thursday. Now, the catch is, with like Path of Exile, this is one of those ones you really just kind of want to go hard on it, so, I don't know. I've joked about that, actually, of doing a 16x pop def run. Like, it'd have to be another one with no respawns. I feel like 16x pop, realistically, you have to do no respawns, otherwise you're wilderness man. Like, there's no staying in town with respawns on 16x pop, not alone. Multiplayer, all the rules are different. Or heavily modded, all the rules are different. With how this game works, if you had where one person couldn't see, like everything is blurry, I don't think it would be playable, even with help. There's too much requirement on timing, and that timing would be virtually impossible with the way multiplayer is implemented. Now, deaf would be totally fine. Like, I think it'd be just more interesting to have a group of people, but they're all deaf. And then do like 16x pop. Alright, I see you in there. Bring it on out, buddy. Let's check the back door, see if they busted in and there's not like... Because that sounds like it could be one very aggressive zombie, which is fine. Or a group, and a group would not be fine. So I'm curious if there's actually one zombie hitting like the door back here and another zombie in there hitting the door. Nope, and I know that door's locked already from trying to open it previously. I'm glad it didn't do the jump scare noise in either of those. Okay, and we're at that point we actually do want more clothing on. Because it's been getting a wee bit nippy in the evening. So long sleeve shirt will help. We've already got jeans and pants and that kind of stuff on. Okay, so that's all that we got clothes-wise here. Thank you for the beta blockers. Alright, you're looking up some streamer Twitch to run, I think we've gone too far. Okay. I'm assuming that one's wrecked because machete, yep. Oh yeah, anxiety medicines where you just pop one and then suddenly the anxiety's just gone after like 30 seconds or so. That's when some a little easier to see than the dark color ones. Gotcha. I couldn't speak for it, I don't take anxiety meds, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me that it has side effects. Almost all Almost all medicines do. On the way back, we're gonna grab a bunch of food out of there. Gotcha. It's kind of like my wife deals with motion sickness, and there's certain times where she has to take medicines to deal with it. And when she does, they just knock her out. One thing I will mention is, do not get medical advice from Twitch, streamers, or chat. Consult a doctor. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking. Is like, yeah. So that's the thing that's surprising. Like, auto-mod is real aggressive at times. So like when that's like goes past auto, I'm like, auto-mod, what is your fine line, my friend? Where is the logic on what you choose to and not to, you know, say is okay? Yeah, it is. It does make me curious what they use to kind of weigh in on, okay, this is okay, this isn't okay. Like, obviously when it goes, okay, this is a word that's used by people for, like, hateful stuff, yeah, by all means, get rid of it. Cool, all on the same page with that. But then there's, like, random words that'll come up and be like, but what? Like, makes no sense. And then there's other stuff like, oh, that really should be auto-modded. And you're just kind of like, but it's not. I mean, I can mod. So if you're asking if there's a mod here... Yeah, that's basically, it's like, I can mod, but don't make me have to mod. If I have to mod, I get grouchy. Because it's usually because someone's doing something they really shouldn't. And while to date I've only had to ban one person, I definitely have no problems with swinging the ban hammer if I need to. I would suggest if you recognize that it's something stupid, maybe don't. Because, like, if someone openly tells me I'm going to do something stupid, then it's like, yeah, if you have to ask if, you know, something is or isn't, like, it's like the whole thing where it's like, if someone has to ask is something racist, it's probably racist. If something has to ask if something sexist, it's probably sexist. If something has to ask if something's stupid, it's probably stupid. Not necessarily, but probably. Generally speaking, if you're second-guessing yourself for, like, things that you're about to say, mayhaps at least take that caution into consideration. Not that you can't undermine yourself with, like, lack of confidence and that kind of thing, but that's a different situation. Right, and my assumption would be is if you're curious if Twitch thinks it's inappropriate, it means it's probably inappropriate in general. Like, I'm not here, like, trying to go, let us, you know, see how far we can push and find the fine lines between where, I mean, it's fine that people do, but it's considered pretty impolite to talk about. Unless, you know, you are talking with others who are down with it. Right, that too. That is a very different thing. It's like, talking about it is fine so long as the people who are talking about it are comfortable talking about it with each other. You know, all that kind of stuff. But... Right. Twitch cannot garner context. All they can say is, this is a word that's sometimes used in a way that's not okay, and sometimes is used in a way that is okay. Maybe we just kibosh it, you know, whatever. Now, if it's a word that can be used for harmful things, but it's an important word for just normal use, then, okay, they don't really get a choice. But they can't tell context. Computers are not that smart. Computers are frankly dumb as a box of rocks. They're just extremely efficient at taking really dumb things and going with it quickly. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. And I've definitely had, like, people post stuff where they got auto-modded, and it's kind of like, okay, like, the context the conversation was provided was totally fine, like, nothing bad at all, not even, like, any skiing lines, like, it was 100% wholesome, and then auto-mod was like, no. But then you look at the word and you're like, okay, I can see where that word can be used in a very harmful way, even though in this context, it's the appropriate word. Yep. At the same time, Golo, please don't. Yeah. I can never remember if you can delete... You know what I'm actually going to do? One moment. Okay, I'm just going to not fight with it. But yeah, please do not test auto-mod, because it means you're going to say stuff that's either wildly inappropriate, or kind of inappropriate, or on the edge of inappropriate, and I don't need that. Like, if you want to pop into your own channel and mess with that, do it. Have fun. But I don't want it because, like, if you say something, for example, that's pushing on the border of hateful, it can get my channel in trouble. And then I have to step in and go, alright, well now I'm going to have to ban someone I don't want to ban because they're experimenting, and while I'm all for figuring stuff out and how it works, it's just not a thing you want to do. Right. Yeah. My comment is auto-mod works inconsistently. But I get it. And then the other thing I always think about is, like, imagine, for example, that previous message that popped in, and someone happened to join the channel right as the moment that got popped in, and they think that's normal behavior for the stream. And they're gone, because from now on, they think that's the type of stream this is. Yeah. Well, I'm scared to use the ban command because I don't know how, like, I've only done a permanent ban before. I've never done, like, a 2-minute ban, so I'm kind of scared to, like, mess with it and then accidentally ban someone permanently when I don't mean to, and then have to go through figuring out how to unban someone and all that. Timeout. Yeah, and it's more I wanted to get the like, it's not that I have a problem with the individual or anything. I want to get the message off the chat, because I also believe if I gag it, then what'll end up happening is if someone watches the VOD, that message will just be gagged, because I don't want people watching the VOD to also have to deal with that message. More zombies. Not gonna repeat it, and I asked no one to repeat it. It's not like it was something super awful, it's just not... It's rude kind of thing. And granted, in the context, the person was testing to see what auto mod would do, but I had suggested they please not test auto mod, so... Yeah. Like, if you want to test boundaries in your own channel and your own stuff, because then otherwise I have to step in and all that. And for the record, that isn't the first time someone's tested the boundaries on auto mods, so I do think I'm actually going to add a channel rule that just, or a stream rule that says do not test the boundaries of auto mod or whatever. I didn't bring enough food again. As I recall, that's one of the points is we were going to go and actually get the food out of the convenience store, grocery store, whatever we went to. We just got the, okay, there's zombies on the main road, kill the zombies on the main road. We don't want zombies on the main road. Now granted, I wanted to go into the place to grab food off the shelves, but now it's going to be super dark to go in there, and I know there's windows busted out, which makes it dangerous to go in the dark. But I do need food, so that is a thing. Trying to avoid all the super heavy stuff first. What is stuff that I'm required to cook? Okay. I did hear there's a zombie out back, but right now I can't see that particularly well, so I'm just not going to deal with that. Instead, I'll kill this zombie out here in the front. Get all this food home. Interesting. The bloodthirst from dynamic traits? Dynamic trait? Yeah, there's a lot of dynamic... Like, those are the mods I'm like, okay, those sound really interesting. I always get worried about, like, balance considerations with stuff like that. Which I guess I really shouldn't, but it's just what happens. I couldn't tell if there's a zombie over there or not. There's definitely a zombie over here. Alright, so we've secured some food. There's another zombie over there. I can see their legs. So it should be good to clear out the other half of the place over here. Actually, we didn't even use the back of the truck. I probably could have, but I was more going, it's dark, I don't want to be here. I just need the food and I want out. Gotcha. Well, that's good. Like, that is one of the catches I find with a lot of mods. Some mods do a really good job being like, alright, we've actually taken balance into consideration here. And, you know, like, you can't just run away and make something ridiculous. And then there's other ones like, hey, look, this is for fun. You know, it is not balanced in any imagination. And that's fine, too. But those aren't the mods I want to run. Is ones where there's like no balance left existing. Alright, I already have a bunch of antidepressants on us. Where did we put our antidepressant or stuff? Oh, was it down here? Or was it on the bookshelf? Is this one? Wait, do we have 4 nightsticks, I see? Alright, we don't need that many nightsticks.